Something is breaking through that window. Light breaks, as in streams through. That's a great verb because it already makes me think of something changing in him. You'll say, sir, is all this meaning here? Yeah, Shakespeare packs a lot of meaning into his language. It is really important that you notice it is a metaphor, not a simile. Juliet equals the sun. If she's the sun, which is warmth, life, and light, that metaphor is carried through this whole poem. Sorry, it's a poem, but it's not. It's a soliloquy. So he says, all right, come up, moon, come up, sun, and kill the moon. Now, you need to know this. You didn't know this. Maybe you do know this. Do you know what a moon symbolizes in the Renaissance? Anybody? I'll give that as a jump ball. Do you know what the moon represents? Okay, if you don't, here I'm telling you, so you need to know context. It's virginity. The moon is virginity. And he says, the day kills the night. Kill the moon, who's jealous of you. The moon is personified, who is sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art more fair than she. The moon is jealous because you're more beautiful than the moon. It's great. Don't be her maid. Don't worship virginity. Don't be on the team of the moon. Don't be on the team of the moon. Don't be a virgin. Now, that isn't the same as like, have sex with me. It's more like, go for love. Don't go for virginity. Don't go for like not getting involved. And the moon is just jealous of you. And personification. Her vestal is virginal. The virginal clothing of the moon is what she wears, and she's sick and green. So the moon is jealous of you. The moon is really jealous of you. And only idiots, only fools wear the clothing of the moon. And he says in a funny way, take it off. Now, if you want to, girls, you're allowed to think Romeo's full of it. So if you're like, is he just telling her to get naked? No. Be calm, okay? But he is saying, get rid of the clothing, language, imagery, ideas of virginity. Join me in romantic love. Shakespeare has no stage directions, but we know Juliet comes on stage. It's her. Oh my God, guys, it's her. Oh, she doesn't say anything. But you know what speaks? Her eyes. Isn't that amazing? You know when you love someone? And not only when you love someone, when you hate them. When you look at me with hatred in your eyes. I read your eyes. You can read eyes. That's what he's doing. Her eyes speak. I want to talk to her. And here's my favorite. Any one of you, boy or girl, who's ever wanted to talk to someone you like, you stop yourself. Yo, he stops himself. He's like, dude, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Who am I? She's not talking to me. 'Tis not to me she speaks. So right there, just for a second, insecurity creeps in. Then he does an amazing extended metaphor. He says, two of the best stars in heaven came to earth and they had some business. So they traded places with her eyes. Stars versus eyes. And her eyes went to twinkle in the heavens until they return. And he asks as a thought experiment, what if her eyes were in the sky and those stars were in her eyes? He says, you know what? Her eyes are so bright, it would shame those stars. Shame them. She's so amazing. And he uses an amazing simile, as daylight doth a lamp. You know, lamps are amazing. If you're ever lost, where are my keys? Use your iPhone lamp. When you compare your lamp to the sun, which has brightened everything I can see outside, it's a joke. That's how beautiful she is. The way the daylight is to a lamp, that's how much more bright she is than the stars. That is not her looks. If you want to make it her looks, go for it. But I'm saying it's something deeper. Her eyes in heaven would da-da-da. And it's like, she's so bright. The birds are singing because it's not night. He's talking about the natural world changing. But you know what for me he's talking about? The natural world. I would argue, and I am a literary critic, I'm arguing to you, he is not depressed anymore. He's really interested in her. It's mutual love. She talked back to him, guys. She kissed him. But he is insecure. Maybe she just snogged him. She doesn't want to see him. He's so ready for real love now. And he wishes he could touch her. He again wishes he could be the glove on her hand. That's my reading of the soliloquy.